So we've seen Brexit, we've seen Trump, we may have even seen Kanye in 2020, but in 2017 we've got the power to decide who's running our country. So should we use it? We live in a democracy, so we can help decide how our country's run through a general election. They come around every 3 years. So, how does it all work? New Zealand has 3 branches of government. First up is Parliament. This is where members of Parliament or MPs from all the parties make new laws and update old ones while representing our views. Next is the executive branch, the election winners. They run the country, propose laws to Parliament, and they decide where all our money goes. Then there's the judiciary, who are the judges and the courts. They interpret the law and dish out punishment. Parliament, they can hold the government or the executive branch to account. MPs question ministers to see whether or not they're doing a good enough job. We're not allowed to film in there, but trust me, there's over 120 MPs, so it can get pretty hectic. So to have the biggest say in these halls of power, we want to be in government. The government's made up of MPs who are in the party or parties that won in the general election. The Prime Minister and ministers are chosen from these MPs. Ministers take care of health and education. They're a part of the elite group called Cabinet. So how do these guys get here in the first place? Through a system called MMP.
So we get 2 votes, one for a person to represent our area called an electorate, and one for the overall political party we want to be in charge. The candidate in our electorate who gets the most votes wins and gets a seat. Simple as that. The other vote is the party vote. It decides the total number of seats each political party gets in Parliament. When all the votes are added up, we can start to see how the government will work. Theoretically, under MMP, if I got 30% of the party vote, I'd get around 36 MPs in Parliament. There are other rules as well to decide who's in, but we won't get into those here. In order to become the government, I'd need a majority, but with only 36 seats out of the 120-ish, I'll need some help.
This is where coalitions come into play. 2 or more parties join forces, they agree to work together, then they make the numbers up to govern. United Future and the ACT Party pledged their vows to the National Party last election, giving their leaders more power.
United Future is very much a future-focused party. It's in our name, for goodness sake. And our policies around the shape and type of country we want to build for the future, how we protect our environment for the future, how we secure opportunity for people for the future, are very strongly focused towards young New Zealanders.
The ACT Party is going to be campaigning on fairness between generations. Only the ACT Party is campaigning on raising the age of superannuation because it represents actually looking into the future and confronting challenges. Every other party is saying to young people, we know there'll be an adjustment, we just won't let you talk about it for a decade.
There's also Māori representation in Parliament. If we're of Māori descent, we're able to choose to either vote in the general election for a general electorate or for a Māori electorate. One of those is current co-leader of the Māori Party, Marama Fox. She really wants us to vote.
If you don't like this government and you want to change it, then you've got to do something about it. Left wing, right wing, same bird. It's time for a new bird. That's the Māori Party. Get out there and vote and think about who you're voting for.
Now there's always someone new who wants to be a part of the action. Gareth Morgan's throwing his hat into the ring with the Opportunities Party.
You need to get out there, because how can we change the policies, that favour my generation to something that is at least more neutral, or hopefully favours your generation? We're very interested in what you have to say.
Then we have our 2 largest parties, the Labour Party and our current government, the National Party. They both really want our votes.
There's more jobs being created, something 70 or 80,000 last year. The tricky issue will be just getting a fit for your skills, knowing what development you want, the skills you don't have. So I'm pretty sure you'd soon be able to get a job. It's just getting the right one for you that's going to take you down your path. So it's important that you have that figured out.
My personal priority and Labour's priority is to create more opportunities for young people. We're going to make it easier to take on apprenticeships. We're going to provide grants for those wanting to start up their own little businesses. And if you're not in a job or education or training, you're out of work for a period of time, we'll put you in a job for 6 months so you keep on learning some skills and you keep your confidence. The difference between Labour and National is clear. I'm here to stick up for young people and give you a chance. The other lot won't.
So next year, it's all on. In 2017, we decide who's in charge, but to vote, we need to be enrolled on the electoral roll. To register, we need to be at least 18 years of age and a Kiwi. Simple. First time voting? Well, we're yet to check in with the Greens. Their co-leader Matiria Ture has this advice.
If it's your first time, think about it very carefully and go in prepared. Make sure you've got protection, maybe take a friend, and vote for what you really want. That's what I've always done. It's worked for me, it'll work for the country, it'll work for you too.
And our go-to guy, Kai Small, will probably be calling the shots in Parliament one day, so listen up.
And I'm really tired of just saying to everyone, just vote, because it's so annoying. You literally sign up and you go to the election and you fill out a paper, and that's your choice, your vote. You actually have the opinion. So if you do one thing in 2017, just vote.
And 7 Days boss John Bridges says voting's just like Tinder.
If you vote, you're gonna get a lot more action on Tinder. So get out there, swipe right on a couple of candidates come election time.
Want to know more? Well, check out the Elections NZ website to learn more about how the government works and what impact it has on our daily life. Or check out political party websites to look at what each party believes in, so when it's decision time, we know who to vote for.
So, general elections. Do you care?